My parents were militants in the PRT. They belonged to its armed wing, the ERP, the Revolutionary People's Army.
Que es el ejército revolucionario del pueblo. Se encargaban más que todo de la distribución.
They were in charge of keeping and distributing magazines and publications. That was their task.
Se ocupaban de esas partes.
And sometimes at night, they went to paint slogans, that sort of thing.
Digamos, hacer pintadas y esas cosas.
Belén's father, Horacio, had 8 siblings. She suddenly found herself part of an extended family.
Venía a casa a hacer medialunas de manteca. Vos no sabés qué cosa más rica que hacía. Unas manos. Así que tu papá era para todo, mira, pobre él. Horacio era electricista, soldador, era pastelero y también le gustaba la música. Que vos sos rockera como Horacio. Sí. Le encanta mucho el rock, él era también igual. Tu mamá también, Rosa, era igual. Ellos bailaban a la maravilla. Estaba embarazada de tu hermano cuando bailaba el rock. Yo la miraba y me digo, Dios mío, esta chica cómo puede bailar y cómo bailaban, pero una barbaridad.
Belén, esta es la foto de tu padre. Cuando se casaron, acá está, tu mamá estaba embarazada de Natalia.
Ajá.
Esto es en el civil, yo salí de testigo de eso, del casamiento.
No veo aquí la foto.
Este fue el último recuerdo, yo creo que fotos no hubo más después.
¿No hubo más?
No hubo más fotos de eso, del casamiento no hubo más. Nosotros no tenemos más fotos de eso. O sea que esta es la única foto de los dos así, yo creo que la última.
Acuso a los aquí procesados por los delitos.
The dictatorship ended in 1983, and 2 years later the military juntas were tried for the first time in a civilian court.
Jorge Rafael Videla, reclusión perpetua con la más la accesoria del artículo 52 del Código Penal. Señores jueces, quiero renunciar expresamente a toda pretensión de originalidad para cerrar esta requisitoria. Quiero utilizar una frase que no me pertenece, porque pertenece ya a todo el pueblo argentino. Señores jueces, nunca más.
Silencio en la sala. Silencio. Desalojo en la sala policial.
But after the initial prosecutions, pressure from the military led to a series of amnesty laws, followed by a presidential pardon. It seemed that no one else would ever be brought to justice for the brutality. But in 2003, Nestor Kirchner, who'd been a left-wing radical during the 70s, was elected president. Under his government, the military juntas were denounced once again, and the prosecutions of those responsible for the human rights abuses resumed.
El Tribunal Oral en lo Criminal Federal número 1 de La Plata pronuncia el siguiente fallo. Condena a Miguel Osvaldo Echecolás a la pena de reclusión perpetua e inhabilitación.
More than 30 members of the armed forces and the police have been tried and convicted. Over 400 others have been indicted.
Por favor, por favor, por favor.
There's even been a failed attempt to extradite Isabel Perón from Spain.
Por favor.
But Argentina is divided about the prosecutions. Some feel they are little more than show trials. Relatives of the estimated 1,500 victims of left-wing guerrillas have chosen the same place to demonstrate as the mothers of the disappeared.
Este símbolo es un moño negro de luto. El gobierno todavía no reconoce a estas víctimas. No les conviene reconocer a las víctimas del terrorismo porque eso quiere decir que hay victimarios atrás. Y muchos de ellos, como te decía, están en el gobierno.
Los que ayer formaron parte de organizaciones terroristas como LER o Montoneo nos quieren sacar de la plaza porque le temen a la justicia. Pretenden borrar de la historia a nuestros muertos, porque su sangre pone en evidencia sus crímenes y tienen miedo de responder.
Unlike the crimes committed by the military dictatorship, these killings haven't been classed as crimes against humanity. And because 30 years have passed, they've lapsed and no prosecutions can take place. Javier Vigo is Arturo's lawyer. They've been fighting to get Colonel Larabure's case reclassed as a crime against humanity. And recently, in a historic legal opinion, a general prosecutor agreed with them. So this means that there's no deadline now on your father's case?
No, no hay un punto final.
No, there's no deadline. The case has been revived, and the prosecutor ordered a profound and wide-ranging investigation in this legal opinion.
Do you think that pursuing this court case is helpful for society here? I mean, it's been over 30 years since your father died.
I won't be able to get my father back, but I will be able to establish for the next generation what the historical truth is, so that it will be impossible to manipulate or distort it. That is what I'm looking for with the reopening of my father's case, always combining justice with forgiveness. Because from his cell, my father asked me to forgive his assassins.
Yo busco, por sobre todas las cosas, que...
What I want above all is that we Argentines realize our mistakes. I recognize that the actual assassins of my father are dead. But the ideologues of this crime are still free, and they need to pay for their guilt. There should be social condemnation. Otherwise, in Argentina, we can't look ahead, and there can't be reconciliation.
Argentina has been a democracy for 25 years, and it seems that the era of military dictatorships is over. But the legacy of those turbulent years is not easily forgotten.
My parents knew when they started their militancy that there was a risk. It's something people ask me, whether I feel resentment towards my parents for having embarked on such a struggle, knowing that she was pregnant with me and that they had 2 other children, that something could happen to them and what would become of the children. I don't think anyone knew what was going to happen, that the state, which is supposed to look after people, would embark on such a cruel slaughter.
Today, the fate of thousands of the disappeared, like Belen's parents, remains a mystery. The current spate of trials are a step towards closure. But some Argentines feel that unless there can be justice for their dead too, the country will never escape its past.
Explore sets out on its next journey of discovery, this time to Africa's Rift Valley. That's this Sunday at 9. Getting under the surface of the Amazon next, though, here on BBC Two.